Hey, it's Mark Barrett again. Thanks for joining me. Now, you've listened to a little bit already about how this system works. You've taken a look at it. You've probably looked at, there's a ton of testimonial videos down on the bottom of this page that you can review. They all say pretty much the same thing, which is, hey, it's a great system, it works. But let's talk for a minute about why this particular marketing model works so well. Matter of fact, this model is a marketing model known as attraction marketing. Now, before we go any further, let me give you a real simple explanation of what attraction marketing is. Attraction marketing is probably one of the most powerful sales approaches that was ever developed, but it's so subtle that very few people ever recognize it. Here's a good example. When I first got married years ago, my wife and I moved from Denver, Colorado, where we were living, to Southern California, San Diego. And I decided that I wanted to start investing in stocks and building up a portfolio. I didn't know a thing about it. So what I did was I went out and I found a newspaper, and one day I saw there was an ad in the newspaper from Merrill Lynch that was offering this 6-week training seminar on how to trade stocks. 1 hour a night, once a week for 6 weeks. And so I went and took the course. It was free. Went through the whole course, and at the end of the period of time when I finished it, I thought, I can do this. I know how to do this. I can trade stocks. Now, who did I pick as my broker? Who do you think? The guy that taught the course. John was my broker for 35 years. That is attraction marketing. He didn't have to sell me. Once I developed a relationship with me and I trusted him and I knew him, the sale was just assured. It was there, right? And so that's how this particular model works. Now, I want you to think about another example. You go to a company event, you join a new company, you're all excited, you go blast through 10 or 15 people in your warm market, and all of a sudden you tend to stall out a little bit, and then you go to a company event, and they parade the latest success story across the stage. And here's Bob, and Bob comes up, and Bob's been with the company 2 months, and all of a sudden his checks are up to $30,000 a month. And you scratch your head and think, how did he do that? How in the world did he do that? Well, see, Bob, if you looked a little deeper into it, you'd find has been an MLM for many years. And during the years that he was involved in MLM, he developed relationships with other people who were full-time MLMers, career people, a lot of successful people in the industry. And so when Bob decided to go to a new company or go back into the market and jump into some new venture, what did he do? Bob picks up the phone, calls up a bunch of people who already he has a relationship with, that trust him, that know him, and he goes, hey, I got this great deal, you got to take a look at it, and boom, he has an organization like that. Now, if you want to be successful in network marketing, you have two choices, right? You can go out, start developing relationships with people that are highly successful within the industry, and spend the 8 to 10 to 12 years that Bob did to develop that clientele list, and then go find a great company to work with, or you can do the shortcut. You can do the way that is very powerful that this system uses, and that is you're going to go out and build a list, a specific list of people that are interested in MLM through the internet. And you're going to build a huge list. You're going to be able to do it very quickly because of the marketing model we use. And then you develop a relationship with that list through your email autoresponders, through calling them when the leads come in. And over time, you're going to have a whole bunch of people and have the ability to do exactly the same thing that Bob does. That's what it's all about, because you're going to have the list, and the power is in the list and the relationship you have with that list. So with this marketing model, if we used the standard approach that most people in MLM use, right? We're going to take a capture page. We're going to make it look a lot like this system looks. We're going to put our company name all over it and put all the company logo stuff, top earners, top team, all that stuff, right? You're going to blast it all over the internet. People are going to take a look at it. They're going to make their decision without ever opting into your web page. A couple people may do it, but they're going to look at it. They don't know you. They don't trust you. They don't believe you. It's on the internet. You're not real. Your response is going to be limited. You have a few people that will come in. The better way to do it is to use a generic approach. Remember, we want to go out there and build a list of people specifically interested in MLM, people who want into this industry or want to be more successful, or who are just looking but want in. And so if we use a generic approach, they're not going to feel threatened. They're going to be more likely to opt into our webpage. And so what do we use as bait to get them to come into the webpage, to opt in? Well, we go out there and offer them a solution for the single biggest problem that people in MLM have. What is that? Generating leads. And so we show them how they can use an online strategy. And all the strategies we have within this system in the back office, all of the training is focused at one thing: teaching the beginner or somebody who's been in the industry for years how to change their approach, use modern technology and the internet to generate a lead flow that will bury you in activity. And that's what you need to do to be successful. So When the people opt into the web page, what happens is all of a sudden they start getting these little autoresponders that are already done and pre-written that go out and drip on them, that give them all these different tips and strategies and approaches and successful ways to build the business. Okay. Now, if they decide to take advantage of any of those offers, any of those training programs, any of those marketing strategies, you're going to get an affiliate commission based on that activity. And so you have a system where you're like putting yourself into the lead generation business, right? It's like a business within a business. You're putting yourself into the lead generation business. That is going to enable you to generate a huge volume of leads, all specifically interested in network marketing and MLM. And what happens is that's going to throw a cash flow that's actually going to help you afford to be in network marketing in the early days, because sometimes you have to be able to afford it, right? And what happens is from that traffic, you're going to find 3 to 5% of those people that are open to looking at your opportunity once you have a relationship with them. But that volume of leads is so high that it's going to enable you to sponsor more people into your company than you ever have before in the past. That's the magic of how this system operates. And your way to do that is simple. What I do is I simply, when a lead comes into my system, they've opted in, I know that they're either interested in MLM, they want to be successful, or they're looking around the industry. So I give them a call. Now, I separate them into 2 groups. The group 1 are the people who are out looking, went to a website, were looking at MLM, haven't specifically decided on a company, but do want to become involved. If I determine from my conversation when I first talk to them, right after they come into the system, that they're open to looking, then I go immediately and talk to them about my primary MLM that I'm building. I say, Bob, you know what? I know that you're looking around. You may want to take a look at the opportunity that I'm involved with, and here's why. Okay, and then you send them to your company replicated website or whatever you want to do. The second group of opportunity seekers or people that opt into your website are going to be people that are already married to some other opportunity. They're already involved in a company and they love their company. They just want to be more successful. So with those people, you're not going to beat them over the head and say, what are you, stupid? You don't want to go with that company, you want to be with mine. That's not going to do you any good. So you leave them alone and you say, look, here's the bottom line. There are many, many good companies in the network marketing industry. You can be successful if you learn how to market. And you bring them into your marketing system, MLM Lead System Pro, which is this system, as a marketing affiliate, and you help them get up and running. And once again, continuing to build a relationship long-term with people who are in the industry. And just because they didn't join you in your MLM, it doesn't make any difference because you're going to generate a cash flow from their activity every month that they're on the system. It throws off affiliate commissions. So it's a win-win proposition. That's the beauty of how this system operates. So I encourage you to step up to the plate, take a look at changing the way you do business, because you wouldn't be here if what you were doing was actually working to the level you want it to work. So if it's not, take a look at changing your strategy. Use modern technology. Use the approaches that get you to the huge volume that's out there today on the internet, and we'll show you how to put it all together. So once again, go down to the bottom of the page, take the test drive. It's $30 for the first month. It's a money-back guarantee. What do you got to risk, right? What do you got to lose? And then after that, if you stay on the system, it's going to be $50 a month. So I encourage you to do that. As before, my team and I are always available to help you through any complications you may have setting up the systems or to give you marketing advice or strategies. I look forward to working with you.